All right, man. Finally, they have announced in Memphis and the U.S. Marshals and the FBI that there's finally a suspect that's been identified in the murder of Young Dolph. Now, Wednesday, January 25th, the TBI fired off a tweet asking the public's help in finding this kid who's allegedly responsible for killing young Dolph. Now, they want him for first degree murder, criminal intent, and first degree murder and theft of property, and they have a bond out for about $60,000. They consider this man armed and dangerous. Now, the fugitive is just 23 years old, and posters are going up everywhere. Obviously, digitally, they are really looking for this guy. Now, according to Fox13 in Memphis, law enforcement agencies are offering a combined reward, of $15,000 for information leading to the arrest. Now, he has been able to evade the police for so long, they're saying that he is on the most wanted, the TBI's most wanted list, right? Now they're saying that he has ties to organized criminal gangs and is a threat to society. Now, if you guys can remember back on that morning on November the 17th, Young Dolph was killed trying to make a cookie run at Makiba's Cookies out there in Memphis. He was picking up cookies for his mother at the time. Now, the white two-door Mercedes believed to be used in the shooting was quickly located, and there's been people that died around the area, and people shot at the vigil and things like that. But people, I thought when they found the car that they would find it sooner. It's about a month and some change later. But nevertheless, this guy is, wanted right now. Now, it should be noted that Fox 13 Memphis ran a previous version of Young Dolph's murder suspect arrest story and incorrectly associated a different suspect in this case. That was probably the time where everybody's putting up these different, people was actually putting up videos trying to identify people, which is crazy. We will never do that. We're always going to wait for the official word to come out from, either, reputable sources that we have, or like this was a tweet from the police department and whatnot in U.S. Marshal, services down there. Now, it's probably be a matter of time before they catch this dude. He'll probably try to flip and run a couple states, but I know for the fans of Young Dolph and the people that loved Young Dolph, this, it's just another step. It's another step in moving forward and trying to solve this case. Now, we know from the video that we see in the clips that there were, one other person. He's not being mentioned right now. It's just this person right now, this person of interest right now, 23-year-old black male right now is wanted. Now, again, they probably talk to people, put things together, but I knew once they found the vehicle that somebody was going to tell, whether somebody he took it from somebody, loaned it to somebody, whether it was his car. It was only going to be a matter of time before they found out, who this person was, right? And again, this is all alleged at the time. Obviously, we don't know if this guy did it, so we definitely want to respect that part of the whole situation, and we're going to let the justice process actually go through and do what it does. So again, this is just alleged. He's an alleged suspect. We're not saying that he did it, obviously, but the police are looking for him, and they he's wanted now for murder of Young Dolph. Now, we had Project Pat on. We had a few people connected to the situation, and they talked about it and how Memphis is down there, and the way that Dolph was moving, you gotta kind of think that, he didn't think that anything would happen to him down there, or he was just content with the fact that at some day, something was going to happen or whatever. But again, you're in your hometown. Like I was in my hometown earlier. You're moving freely about the town. You're moving forward. You're not really thinking about something like this happening. Well, somebody like Dolph, in my opinion, should have been a little bit more vigilant, simply because he had attempts on him other times, and he had beef. Now, if you don't got no beef and whatnot, and you haven't had attempts, you will probably move differently, going to the barbershop and getting sold, whatever you're going to go do. So, nevertheless, he is wanted by the Memphis police right now. This is a break-in story. It just happened a few minutes ago. I wanted to make sure that I got this to you guys before I dropped anything else on this channel. But yeah, man, definitely make sure you guys subscribe to Hip Hop News Uncensored for more exclusives just like this one. We're always going to keep you guys updated, like I said, and more going to come out of this case. We're going to be the guys that's going to drop you the accurate news. We ain't going to give you fake stuff, fake suspects, and try to put two and two together. We're going to wait until we get the correct information. And, you know, hopefully at some point in time, there is closure to this case, because unless you had a family member murdered, killed, or whatever the case may be, you don't know how I feel. So I really do feel for the family of Dolph, you know, the friends and everybody surrounding that situation, that they will definitely find closure, you know, at some point. But yeah, this is fresh off the press. The Memphis Police Department, the TBI, you know, as well as other the U.S. Marshal Services are looking for this guy. They want him in custody ASAP, and it's going to be crazy. I mean, I'm sure once they catch him, he's going to be in protective custody. I don't think he's going to be allowed to hit population. Young Dolph was loved. Just like, you know, you look at the guy Eric Holder or Nipsey. Nipsey was loved. Dude never hit population. Dude's never going to hit population because that's how much he was beloved. You know, in Memphis, he did a lot in Memphis. Owned, I think, over 100 properties in Memphis. So this is a big day in hip hop in Memphis. Only thing I could say to you guys and to people out there, especially rappers, you got to understand the climate that you're in right now. The climate is hotter than it's ever been. You know, stay vigilant. You know, if you can, you need to roll around with security as much as you can, because it's about preservation of life. It's not about being hard, flexing your muscle and things like that. It's about preservation of life and making sure that you can live to breathe another day, get back to your kids, and remain the breadwinner. And I think a lot of the OG rappers get this, because you don't really hear a lot about the OG rappers. It's a lot of the younger guys. Not to say that Dolph was young. He was 30-something years old, maybe 36 years old, but younger in the game of hip-hop. You know what I mean? It's just a sad, man. It's just, I hate to see it. I hate to see the Dolph situation. I hate to see the Nipsey situation. I hate this, you know, report the fact that over 200 rappers, whether it be big rappers, medium rappers, or small rappers, have been killed over the last year. So, yes, like I said, man, a suspect, once again, is wanted by the Memphis Police Department, the U.S. Marshals, the TBI, and we'll definitely keep you updated on whether or not this guy is caught. We're going to keep you updated on the trial. And like I said, there was another person that when you guys seen that still video, you remember it was another person in that video as well. So it's your brother Old Guy Man, Hip Hop News Uncensored. You guys have a beautiful, beautiful day. Make sure you guys subscribe, like the video, share the video. You already know, man, Hip Hop News Uncensored is the vibe. So subscribe. Peace.